What's up, Pisces? How are you? Okay, so I'm here for your reading, obviously. I think some of you guys thought that I was gonna forget about Pisces. I'm like, why would I do that? Like, why would I just forget you guys like that? I just, like I said, I wait for the information to come to me. I don't try to just jump in there and just be like, oh, today's the first, so let me just do all signs in one day. Like, no. I wait for whenever I feel like, oh, today's the day I probably need to read for them. That's how I feel, and so that's what I'm doing. But I wanted to start off this video by saying you guys are amazing. I enjoyed getting to know a lot of you guys through personal readings and stuff, and just seeing offering you guys as much help and assistance that I possibly could, on a spiritual level. So so thank you guys so much for this okay, so we have a lot of energy for you guys, Pisces. What's going on? So thank you guys so much. Of course, I always do personal readings, so if you are one of those little fishies who have not gotten your reading, or if you would like to keep going, then they're always on the table for you guys at your convenience, okay? So let's get started. We're going to do the normal past, present, and future. Jupiter retrograde has started. It started yesterday. So let's see. We're also going to see how this Jupiter retrograde is going to go for you guys, as well as me giving you guys some type of, kind of telling you guys what Jupiter retrograde is all about. Okay? So now I'm just going to one more time. For Pisces, for the next 2 weeks for Pisces, what's going on? Okay, so one of the ones that popped out for you guys, the first card that popped out is the first card. So your past energy is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is what it looks like up normal, and then this is how it looks now that it's in reverse. So normally this is about working towards something, patience, like steady, consistent work, but also at the same time having that mentality like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get it, but you're just working steadily at it, right? It's in reverse. So maybe you guys were slacking in your work life. Like, what's going on? You guys aren't you're not feeling your work, or you're not you're having a lot of issues when it comes to money. Like, you're not bringing the bacon home, or there's some type of stifling, and I don't think it's detrimental. I really don't. But I think this is also a sign that this was a time, the most recent time, where you needed to start paying more attention to your career. So maybe some things were distracting you from what needed to be worked on. So I'm going to do a clarification card for that. Okay, what is this Knight of Pentacles in reverse for my Pisces? Yeah, so Four of Cups. So either you were distracted by some type of relationship, love, interest, or maybe you're not feeling your job, like you're uninspired at your job. And so that's preventing you from, even if you are making money, it's making it to where it's getting like hella hard for you to even want to make that money. You know what I mean? Like, there's some imbalance with this work situation or money situation. Okay, so for your present energy, we have the Ten of Swords. So you guys have quit something. I don't know what it is, but you guys have definitely left something alone. And for so many of you, that the ones that I did your personal readings, like that is what most of you guys needed. There was so much like indicators that shit is just terrible and shit is hitting the fan. And with this current energy, I'm really happy that you guys are finally letting something go, like seriously letting it go mentally. I'm gonna do some clarification. Okay, so you guys have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yes, so this means that you guys are not stressing over this anymore. You're putting it to rest. It still might be in the back of your head, because sometimes things that traumatize us or shake us up a little bit, it'll stick with you for a minute, but For you guys to have that in reverse, I'm so happy. And it flew up. Did you see when I was doing it? It was just like, ooh. And I'm like, yes. Like, you guys are really on your shit now. As far as getting your mental... right now, your mental energy is very, very good, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so for this future, your future energy is Six of Swords in reverse. So Six of Swords is about it's usually like leaning on someone or having someone to kind of do the work for you, and you're just kind of like staying back. Now typically I don't like this card, especially when it's coming to deal with love, or any type of relationship period, whether it's work related, family, friends, you know, lovers. It doesn't matter. I don't like to see this card in reverse, because to me that indicates that something or someone is using someone else, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're the person using them, but most of the time it's someone using you, or it could be that you're using them, which is, you know, that can never end up good for whoever is being the user, and it could hurt the person that is being used. So if for future references, let's see what this clarification is, because that's in your future. So there's a lot of sword energy here, guys. So you guys are probably in your head, or there is all the stuff that I was dealing with is an air sign. So this could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, okay? Or this could just mean that you're like in your head about this stuff. Okay, so we for the Six of Swords in reverse, the clarification I got for it was Hangman in reverse. And this isn't a good place to be, because when he's upside down, it's a very, very good place. It's a like free the mind, let the consciousness explore itself and kind of like fix itself. But since it's in reverse, it just looks like somebody is tied to a branch, you know, and they can't move, and there's nothing that can be done about it. And that's not a good place to be in. So for me, seeing this Hangman in reverse, this is saying if you don't figure out who is using you, or if you're using this person, you're going to be stuck. You know, you're going to be back in this emotional limbo. Yeah, so don't, if you're starting to see red flags, and I got the Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands in reverse, sorry. And she's all about intuition and stuff, so, and letting your creativity blossom. So trust your intuition, okay? Since it's in reverse, I'm guessing that maybe there's some type of imbalance when it's coming to, this could have something to do with your sex life. This could have something to do with someone who has this energy. So someone who's very bold and fiery. So just be, oh, okay. Yeah, so when things like that happen, like my cards just like exploded while I was shuffling. Yeah, there's a lot of energy, because all the cards I'm picking up are like major arcana. So let's, okay, calm down, guys. We're gonna get this together. There's a lot of energy jumping out at me. 1 second, guys. Okay, so with your spread that I'm looking at it now, okay, and what I'm starting to gather is you're finally getting, because this isn't like happy-go-lucky cards, okay? These are like, things are going good. They could be going better, but in the future, I guess because you're still in the process of healing, because it isn't quite finished yet, whether you're, you know, you care anymore or not, you're still in that process of trusting and healing, right? So what I'm thinking is you might get in the way of yourself, and it might end up making you miss out on some good things, yeah, and some good people coming your way. But with that being said, be on the lookout for whoever or whatever situation is taking more than they're giving, because it could be you, the person that's using someone. Now that you're like, fuck everyone, like someone did me dirty, this thing did me dirty, so fuck everyone, like I'm coming out to get you. You could be having that energy right now. I don't think that that's what this is. I don't, but for some of you it very well be. I mean, it could be, you know. But yeah, for the most part, I do think that this is a situation that can definitely be avoided. You just have to put your thinking cap on. And in your past energy, you have this Four of Cups as well, which means you're bored or uninspired. So maybe the universe is like, you're bored? Okay, here, I'm gonna give you a little bit of drama to take care of now. You know, like test out and see how much stronger you've gotten from this past situation? Like, are you going to get used again? Are you going to allow someone to walk all over your heart again? Are you going to turn into this monster because one person did you wrong? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I feel like this is a test of the universe. And instead of the universe guiding you into your healing, it's more like, okay, we have an obstacle course for you, or we have a training course for you. Or we have just a test in general, multiple choice. Like, what's the answer? What are you going to do? Type thing. But the great thing about this is when the universe does things like this for you, it puts you in a position where you go out there and you get it. And that leads me to Jupiter retrograde, okay, guys? I'll talk about that in just a second. I want to give you guys, see what pops out for your advice for the next 2 weeks, because I do want to see what advice to give you guys. So 1 second, and then we'll jump into Jupiter retrograde, which is, yeah, pretty convenient for what this message just showed. Okay, so what can Pisces, what can their advice be for the next 2 weeks? What can I give them? What can I give them for their next 2 weeks for advice? Pisces. Oh, and happy birthday, you guys. I know Pisces season has just started, so yeah, I don't know. I guess that's another reason why I felt the need to, you know, give you. Ooh. Okay, so more cards just flew out. Too many though. You guys have to allow me to read for you guys. You can't just all pop out at one time, okay, guys? Alright, so what's the advice? Okay, so the advice. Three of Swords in reverse. Normal is heartbreak. In reverse, you're moving past disappointment, okay? So this means the message for the next 2 weeks, don't focus on that heartbreak. Don't focus on anything that's disappointing. Think about what you need to be focused on, okay? You need to, you know, don't allow any of that to tell what it is or who it is that you're supposed to be. Yes, and if you do that, then you have the Knave of Pentacles, and you also have the Knave of Wands. So you might have this, okay, well, here, I'll make it make more sense. If you choose to focus on it, okay, then you're going to end up being this Knave of Wands. And he's kind of like the dumb teenager who has a lot of potential to do great things, but he's so fiery, he just kind of reacts on impulse, right? Not thinking things through, kind of like a loose cannon. And sometimes things work out, but most of the time they don't, because he doesn't think things through. Now, if you choose to not focus on the disappointment, we have the Knave of Pentacles. So getting what you deserve with this money situation, finally being able to show off what you've, you know, received and worked for, and kind of just like, you know, having your shit together. So it's like, what do you want? What do you want, Pisces? We have a 10 of Staves in reverse just popped out. So you guys are, you guys could use more things, okay? You guys could, like, you can have more responsibilities. Like, don't scare yourself away from that thought. You definitely can do that. Yes, and then we have the Magician's card that just popped out. So whatever you want, make it that, but you have to do that, okay? When I say you guys' energy, I don't know if it's just because you guys like want your reading, and so you kind of put it out there, and so then when I'm reading for you guys, I feel it. But you guys, like, I don't know, it's so crazy. It's like the cards, yeah, look, and we have the Will card. So you guys are having some type of karma is on the way, okay? So karma's on the way, and it's upright. So I think you guys are finally gonna have some up and up come for you guys, okay? So for Jupiter retrograde, it started March 8th, right? So Jupiter retrograde basically just means figure it out, go do it yourself. That's the energy. That's literally the energy. Now also with this happening, this is going to catapult our year, as far as we've been kind of just working on what we need. It's like I feel like this year came out to a slow start, but at the same time the time was going fast. So now that Jupiter is going into retrograde, this is going to really show who is in it to win it. That's the energy that it's going to be for Jupiter retrograde. This is all about long-term visions, long-term manifestations, long-term solutions to things. This is not a time of like quick, sporadic moments. There will be a lot of people like having epiphanies, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is what I want to do in my life. I figured it out. some people it will work out, but then for others, it's if you have bad karma, baby, this is not a good time for you. You guys just got the Wheel card and it was upright, so I do think that this Jupiter retrograde is going to work in your favor, honey. And I also think that whatever did that wrong to you, or whoever it was, babe, they are definitely about to be in for a ride, okay? So don't even, that Three of Swords, like, don't focus on that disappointment. Baby, don't focus on that, because you have good karma coming to you. Just don't allow someone to use you, okay, when it comes. But yeah, you guys, I really feel like you guys are going to be in a good place. Or if it's not good, it's going to be much better than what's been happening for the, you know, the past few months or that past year. You know, so yeah, good karma is on the way. It's kind of like when you know that you have your income tax coming, you just don't know when it's going to hit. It's literally going to feel like that, okay? So that's the, well, that's how I'm feeling while I'm thinking about this stuff. Like, I feel like I'm going to open something and be like, oh my gosh, like, yes, like, this is what I've been waiting for type. That's the feeling I'm getting right now. Okay, so I'm going to pull and, see what the energy is going to be for you guys this Jupiter retrograde. What is the Jupiter retrograde going to look like for Pisces? Jupiter retrograde for Pisces. What's the energy going to be all about? Please and thank you. You guys, got the Four of Cups again. I need you guys during this time. This is not a bad card, okay? Because this is just meaning that you're uninspired. But when people get bored, people do stupid shit, okay? So I need you guys to not fall into this Jupiter retrograde trap. You have got to think with your mind. You have got to think of yourself as your own guardian, your own parent. Most of you guys are, well, damn well, I don't know, probably like 90% of you guys, 95% of you guys are fucking adults, okay? So it's like, you have got to think with that mentality, okay? You cannot be thinking like a little kid. You cannot be thinking about spilled milk, okay? This is a time where it's like, it's time to get dirty. It's time to go do the work, okay? And so if this has anything to do with your relationships or anything, it does not matter. I'm talking about this time for Jupiter retrograde is going to set that tone for who you're going to have in your life in a few years. Who are you going to be? What are you going to be doing in the next few years? What do you want to? It's like you have to use that energy to mold what you want right now, okay? You can do that any time of your life, you know, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying during this energy, there's going to be a lot of people doing some weird things, okay? So you want to make sure this time you buckle down. At least until Jupiter retrograde is over, you know? And I'm gonna pull for clarification. Why are you guys gonna have Four of Cups? But with the Four of Cups, what I do like about it, it means the universe is handing you something. You just have to be able to look up and receive it, okay? So it's definitely not a bad card. It's just that like with that card, there's a possibility that some of you guys might not take your opportunity the way you're supposed to. Okay? So, sorry. I thought my stuff was dying. So yeah, so let's see for Pisces, what is this Four of Cups for? Four of Cups during Jupiter retrograde. What does it mean? What does it all mean? Okay, so while I was shuffling, the one of the cards that I saw flipped over is the Magician card, but it's in reverse. So yeah, Five of Swords. Okay, so the reason that you might be feeling this way is because someone's going to feel like they're left out in the cold. But I think this is because during this time, you guys are going to be trying to fix things in your life. And so someone might feel left out, or you might be feeling alone because you have to figure out what you need to do, right? And so with that, you also have the Magician card in reverse. And this is for Jupiter retrograde. So maybe you're feeling like you don't have everything you need to manifest what you want, which is completely wrong, especially with this Four of Cups, because Four of Cups is saying the universe has a gift for you. It's literally handing it to you. You're just not taking it. So you might not see this this gift now, but it definitely is coming. So yeah, like, come on guys. Take that chance and run with it. So okay, I'm gonna see what energy that you need to possess in order for this Jupiter retrograde to go smoothly for you, okay? Because I think that's important for a lot of you. Because a lot of you guys are just like, okay, I don't know which way do I swim? You know what I mean? It's like you guys are like looking for like more direction, some of you. But that is A-okay. Okay, so for your energy that you need to possess is the Knave of Cups. And as you can see, he is full of emotion, okay? But in a good way. He feels triumph. He feels proud. He feels like I went out to go get fish. I went fishing and I came home with the sea so that we could all eat. You know what I mean? Like, this is a guy who knows that the shit was tough, but he made it back. And honey, he's going to show it off, okay? He's not going to just sit back and be like, okay, oh, that was a long day. He's going to be like, look what I brought home. Like, where's my applause? You know, like, that's how you need to be during this time. It does not mean to be cocky, but I do want you guys to have that confidence and also realize, like, you made it through a storm. Like, you made it, you made it through the ocean with all its bumps and all of its waves and all of its crazy stormy nights. You know what I mean? So you made it through. So, you know, remember that. Like, give yourself a little props, you know, like that. It takes a lot to go through it with a lot of you guys. I don't even know all of you guys' stories, but for the people that I did personal readings and just knowing how a lot of the reading resonated with a lot of you guys, so it shows me that a lot of you guys have the same energy, obviously. So I know that a lot of you guys went through some bullshits, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for you guys to make it through, like, you need to celebrate that, or at least give yourself a chance to, you know, pat yourself on the back. So basically, during this retrograde time, make sure you're taking some time out to actually appreciate yourself, okay? Yeah, okay. All right, you guys. That is it for this reading. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And also, I still do readings, so if you would like a reading, don't be afraid to contact me down below and we can get one booked for you. And yeah, and if you guys are returning customers, or if you're returning you know, people who want a reading again or something, I'll happily do that for you, okay? And I look forward to speaking to you guys again. Thank you guys so much. If I'm not your favorite Leo, I will be in the future, and until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye.